All right, guys, three up, three down. It's one of the old segments that here in Insert Name FC we've had for a long time. Obviously, we always like to do the kits when the season starts. It's for the season, and so last week we did Serie A. Shout out to Kelsey for coming on to talk to do his three up, three down, and now we got Jose for the first time doing the three up, three down segment. He's done a lot for Insert Name FC, and I'm sure he finally gets to talk about his love, second love kits, because obviously his
Dude.
first love is his family. Uh,
Obviously.
well,
Bro, I love kits though. I'm not I like to think I'm somewhat of a kit connoisseur. I got it more than a few. My wife probably hates that shit, but because it's just kits and hats, bro. Actually, and hoodies. All three of those. I have my closet's just chocked full of them. I look at my hoarder, but in reality, it's just I love them, bro. There's so many kits from any era, any year that I could easily point to. What are we doing first? Three up or three down? Does it matter?
we'll start with the down. So we'll do, since you and me will both be doing our three up, three down for this one.
Yeah.
We'll each start. We'll start with the three and then work our way up to one. So, uh, what's your third least favorite kit?
Oof, third least favorite kit, bro. Look, some of this is biased because I'm not gonna lie. Like I like some players on Athletic Bilbao. I can't stand the fucking fans. Arturo Aduriz to this day is still a striker that haunts my dreams. Iñaki Williams becomes prime R9 when he plays against Barcelona for some fucking reason. So there's some bias against Athletic Bilbao that goes into this. But if you guys haven't seen the third kit, the pink with like the fucking, I don't know if you've seen it, Hector. It's, well, one, I don't know how great Castor is with kits like the brand. I don't know. I don't know what quality they are, if they feel really good or not. Um, Bilbao's had some great kits. Their home kit's fine. It's like classic Bilbao. But the third one is like a pink with like red, I don't even know how to, or pinkish, if you will, like splotches on only one side. It doesn't even go through the whole kit. It looks terrible. It looks actually awful, god awful.
You know, it's funny to me when I see this kit. I remember Barcelona when they had that purple kit, and I told Edward initially hated the kit, just because I was like, you will never catch me wearing purple or pink, and I'm like, that's very that's a
I
lot
have that kit. I have that
that's
kit.
very
Yeah.
troubling if that's how you feel. And then I was like, I hate, like, becoming a soccer podcaster. By the way, could be one of the best and worst things for me, because now you learn to start becoming unbiased with some things. Like,
Yeah.
I start, I'm like kind of like, damn, like, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm not ashamed to admit it. I have been glazing Yamin Lamal like way too much than I should be.
No, you know that you easily should do more because we haven't seen a youngster like this since Messi, for being honest.
Like, I'm looking at the adoption paperwork. This is what it's looking like.
It's hard not to root for that kid, man. He's
Oh man,
a
he's
diamond, bro.
so
He's
good.
such a good player.
It's so hard. And
His assist today was it fucking unreal.
I
Unreal.
was like, dude, this kid is just, it's unreal. Like, I'm like, dude, I hate that he's on Barcelona, but man, this kid's a baller. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, you tend to, but yeah, it doesn't
And
look like the kid. It looks like the badge. Like they try to
yes,
copy the badge.
bro, I will say this, like I don't even mind the color. Like if they had just taken away the pink, like I don't know what that is, the fade in there on the, I guess it's when you're wearing it the right side, by the Castor badge, like or Castor brand embroidery, like that to me, it's the base color is fine. The black on the top, the trim, fine. The collar and everything. It would be very plain. I wouldn't mind it if it was just that. Because I know the Barca kit you're referring to, and I have it. It's not a bad kit. Like I like it. It's just that coloring looks terrible. Like I don't know what the full kit looks like. Maybe it looks better when you combine it with the shorts and the socks. I don't know, but the jersey itself though, trash. Like I would be caught dead wearing that.
Yeah, I think your Theo's gonna look at that and wonder why you didn't finish the paint job. Um,
Exactly, bro. Exactly. 1000%.
all right. My third least favorite kit. I'm actually going to Sevilla and their away kit. This is
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
it's just so hard to like read. It is.
It's very Bournemouth.
It's just like, I'm always this is one of those times where you're like you could have just not uh you could have just kept the badge the way it was because this it's just a red it's really just a red jersey and it's back to back Hector by the way. But um it's a red kit which is expected from Sevilla. Like you're not when it comes to away kits you usually tend to like stay within the color scheme in some sense.
Yeah.
But bluing out the badge, it just makes it messy looking. I don't like it. To me that ruins the jersey completely. It's already boring as it is with this Sevilla kit. Yeah, I that's honestly the real reason I don't like this kit is just it's boring. And then you take away the badge, which is probably like the only thing that would have been saving this kit for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's very, very basic, bro. Like, and it's sometimes basic is good. Sometimes you see a kit, you're like, you know what, bro? I love how simple that is. It's simple, it's elegant, it like speaks to my club. And I actually stuck up for Sevilla because as shite as they're playing on the pitch right now, they are an institution in La Liga. Um the San Pichuan Stadium is an institution in La Liga. But at the same time, this kit, I agree with you. It just ain't it. It just ain't it.
Nah, I hate this team. This team should have got relegated last year.
No, bro. I kind of feel the way about Sevilla that I feel about Everton. Like it just they belong there. They may not always be the best. They may not always be, the most competitive, but they kind of belong in the top flight. It would feel weird to see them drop down. But that's just me.
Yeah, but you also didn't have to give away a jersey. So
Fair, fair. You have some bias there, some strong bias there. You're good.
yeah. All right. What's your second least favorite kit?
The second least favorite kit. We're going away from Castor on this one. It's a Hummel kit. Bro, it's got to be, and this is crazy because I actually like their home kit. Their home kit to me is vibes because it's always kind of the same thing, just different iteration. But Real Betis' away kit might as well be the assigned kits for every ref in La Liga. It might as well be that. Might as well be that. It is neon with like black sleeves and black around the collar. There's nothing else to it. There's no intricate design, even within the colors themselves. You're just going to be a traffic cone for 90 minutes. And or a safety vest, like however you want to look at it. It's just not for me, bro. Like I'm sure the shorts are black and the socks might be black or neon. I don't really know what the full kit looks like, but I felt this way when the kits dropped. I was like, what were they thinking, bro? At least with like Barca's neon kit, there's like more than a few things going on with the design. I don't mind neon. Neon's kind of a hard color to get right. But if you're just going to straight up color the whole kit neon and have the sleeves black and call it a day, like you might as well be, a traffic warning sign of some kind, right? You might as well be directing people on a highway because I don't know what this does for me.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a construction worker, this be a great, a great shirt.
Exactly, bro. A fantastic kit. It's just, bro, I can't wear that. I
It's also
can't rock that.
disappointing because you bring back a throwback badge, right?
Yep.
Which is like kind of become a theme now with kids. Like they're always like, "Oh, let's bring back an old badge,
Mhm.
for sentimental, just to get a little bit more money off of it." But
Yeah.
like, yeah, dude, this is yeah, it's one of those. Maybe it would have been cooler if it was like black where the lime green was, and then on the sleeves it'd be lime green. That could have probably saved it a little bit, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's not a good look at all. Yeah, Real Betis, which the home kit, class, which is what you expect from them, but yeah, this wasn't it. My number two least favorite kit is actually Valencia's third kit. I lose the badge. I honestly like I forget the badge is there because it's like very much camouflage into all this orange, which is
It
crazy to
reminds
get
me of
me to.
Ivory Coast. Does it
It's
feel
an
like Ivory
Ivory
Coast?
Coast
But
kit.
yeah,
It's an Ivory Coast kit. Like it's literally
that's
that.
basically it.
Yeah, like I think that's literally what Puma did, which I believe Puma is the
Yeah.
jersey sponsor for Ivory Coast. They literally just took off, just slapped the sponsor, slapped the Valencia badge, and it was like, call it a day.
Yep.
So
I agree, bro. Yeah. It's I don't know. I don't I see where you're like where they were going, where they were trying to go with it. And like, I think even traditionally with Valencia, when they've done like orange third kits, they've been like interesting, like having other aspects to them. I don't know what it is about Puma right now and that how they want to do some of their like simple-ish designs. But like, bro, like Valencia's home kit, kind of the same thing. Nothing really sexy about it. I guess maybe like some of the underarm pattern that
I
goes
think it's
down to
kind
the
of weird
waist.
that they decided to like change the badge color for the
Yeah.
home kid. Like, I mean,
So it
this is me.
matches. So it matches the kit. Yeah.
Yeah, it be. I'm just being nitpicky at this point, but like, I feel like when it comes to home kid, you gotta keep the badge at least where like at least as original it is to it. I'm surprised they didn't even try to color match. Well, actually, I mean they basically color matched with the orange kid. Yeah, it's a tough one for me. I mean, maybe if the greens were white, I probably would have just looked away from it. But yeah, it's already boring as it is, and you just hit it. It's an Ivory Coast kid. Like if I watch the next Ivory Coast match and they're wearing this, I'm like, all right, so Puma just being lazy.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. And then my number one least favorite kit, my if you could say like the one I like the most, I guess you could say of the kits that I hate,
Oh, this is the worst kid.
is this is gonna be really nitpicky because there's nothing like when you look at it, there's nothing very wrong about it. It just looks like a training top to me, which is Hirona's third kit. It's like a
Mm.
pinkish maroon. There's nothing sexy about it. This is what I mean with Puma. I don't know what it is about Puma the last couple seasons. Their kits just haven't been it. Like even if you look at like leagues abroad, like Manchester City's kit, that they wore, was it in Champions League? The weird looking one. It looks like a blue, yellow, and white type of scenario. It looks trash. I'll be honest. It looks terrible. But this one is like the exact opposite direction. It's simple. I just don't like it. I wouldn't rock that. I wouldn't buy it for my closet. Like I wouldn't rock that on the street anywhere. It's not for me.
The Girona way, right?
The third,
Or
the
the
third
third
shirt.
kid?
Yeah, the third
Okay.
kit.
Yeah, this one to me, like I'm just like if you really did not want people to think that you have an affiliation to Manchester City, which is kind of hard already because you have the Etihad Airways. And obviously it's Puma as well. But like this might be Manchester City's next kid next year.
Yeah,
That's just want to point.
it's like they're trying it out. You know what I mean? Like they're giving it a run before City gets their hands on it. I don't know. It's just okay. Like if you told me this was a pre-match top, I'd believe you. I wouldn't think this was like a game jersey. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's me nitpicky a little bit, but it's just not for me.
Yeah, and my number one, the kid I hate the most is Mallorca's away. You talked about your thing about with Raul Betis being like a kind of like a safety vest. And one, Nike, I hate your templates. I hate your templates, Nike. I just do.
They
This
might be
is
cooked. They might be cooked. I don't know. I heard Nike was
this
slowly
looks
getting
like
out
the
of the.
same template from last year.
Yeah, I heard they were slowly getting out of the football business, like slowly outside of some very big teams. But like outside of that, I don't know how much longer they're going to be here.
You know what? You say that maybe this was like literally just in the archives, and they're just like, well,
Fuck
just
it.
slap the Mallorca logo on and call it a day
Yeah,
because
I don't
that's
know,
ex
bro. I don't know.
this is not it, man. This is disappointing. Um, yeah, I mean, I the home kit for Mallorca is interesting enough, but still like kind of an eyesore, but not enough for me to hate it. But yeah, this one is just kind of how you said about Real Betis, but yeah, the Nike templates are just so hard to like now. Like
Hmm.
I know everyone has their templates. I understand that, and I'm okay with that. Like I'm not one of those fans that like, oh my God, it's so unoriginal. Everybody has the same template. Yes, but at least at least like Castore and Adidas, they try to differentiate in some sense for every team. It's hard not to like not have it look the same because the template's still going to be the same, but at least there's some uniqueness. Like Arsenal's kit looks nothing like Real Madrid's and vice versa with Bayern. Like they're same template, but doesn't look the same to me. So I
Yeah,
mean,
I agree.
but all right, the positives, the ups, the good ones, the ones we like. What's your number three top kit?
This was kind of a hot take. This was kind of a hot take. I like it because in a weird way, it reminds me of Arsenal. In a weird way, I'm gonna go with Las Palmas kit this season, the home kit. Um, it's got Arsenal vibes from last season with the collar, with the concentration of shapes around the collar, around the sleeves. I don't mind the colors. I think, and I think the hot take part is like one. A lot of ballers that I know don't like kits or don't like kits with collars on them, like actually flap down collars.
Which is crazy to me
Um,
because I love the color.
yeah, I think it's fine. I don't have a problem with it either way. But this is very vintage Las Palmas, and despite the fact that it's a Hummel kit, I think they did a really good job with this. You could see like a pattern within the base yellow color. You know, you can kind of see the fade into the triangles on the shoulders. Like, I don't know, it's got some Arsenal vibes to it for me, and that's a reason why I like it.
Honestly, man, like this takes me back to like the 90s, man, when I look at this. Like I love all the kids from the 90s, like from I think everyone's trying to get like an 89 to like 96 kind of era kids. But obviously this is different because it's not baggy. It's like it's still gonna be like a tight fit, form fitting for like now what football is now when it comes to the kids. But
Correct.
and it's kind of for me, it gives me like the nostalgia, like being that I'm Salvadorian and uh Cadiz has a connection with El Salvador, being that Mario Gonzalez, that's where he played. And so like I used to play with Cadiz a lot in FIFA, trying to get them promoted to La Liga. And I remember seeing their kids kind of like this, and I always thought it was kind of cool. Like yellow, I don't know what it is. I like a good yellow kid. Makes me think of Boca Junior as well. So it's like kind of a real cool kid that I think honestly, if you're like a kid collector, this might be one of those ones that you try to nab because I think Hummel did a really good job with this one.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, my number three, my third favorite kid for this year in La Liga, and I'm going to Real Valladolid. They're probably not going to stay for long this year, but their away kit. I mean, this is like I said, if you can do a white kit, which obviously I'm Madridista, I'm a sucker for a white kit. Just that's how it is for me. But to put like that unique pattern, like you had like half the badge be red and half the other side be blue. Like it's just I think it's cool. The badge, the sponsor almost like makes this jersey even better for me. Like I like it. I think it's clean. Kind of gives me Crystal Palace vibes also at the same time. And I actually
Yeah.
like a lot of Crystal Palace kids, so it makes a lot of sense why I like this kid as well. So Kappa, I like what Kappa does. Kappa does a lot of cool stuff for kids.
Yeah, this is definitely unique, bro. Definitely unique. I think it's easy to get this one wrong because of the change in the contrast in colors. It's very easy to get this one wrong, but I agree. I think they crushed this one.
Yep.
I think my next one, and bro, this will let everybody know just kind of how I think about football. I'm so nostalgic. I'm like so romantic about the game. Um, I was really torn on number two because like when I thought about these kits, like I was torn on two of them. I didn't want to pick the same team for two different spots, so I wanted to mix it up. I'm gonna go with the classic home Real Betis kit, and you can see a trend here, Hector. You can see a trend, bro. It's not too dissimilar from the exact model template that they use for Las Palmas. Very similar in how it's structured. It's just like much more classic. The classic green and white stripes, the collar, the shapes around the collar. It just if I was a Betis fan, which by the way, I mean they have a fantastic fan base. They got more than a few, Barcelona players carrying them right now. Shout out Abde and Victor Roca. But if I was a member of that fan base, I would be pumped to rock this kit week in and week out, bro. I really would, and it's all of it. So I think I just imagine the Betis kit feeling good when you put it on, but even when you see it, it's kind of got this pattern to it that the Las Palmas kit has to it. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
it's not just plain stripes up and down. I'm also a sucker for green, obviously, GolzTV. Green's probably my favorite color, and I really, really like how this kit just comes together every year. I can't think of a home kit from Betis that I've looked at and didn't like.
Yeah, I think kind of how you mentioned about Las Palmas. I think also another thing, if you're a kid collector and you love the retro look, because that's exactly what Hummel's giving you.
Yeah,
Like if you love those '90s, late '80s, early '90s like kit designs, like Hummel's giving it to you in a modern way. And Las Palmas, they knocked it out of the park. And I think Real Betis, like they're coming with the stripes. They're gonna have that white and green kit, and for it to be what you expect and still be awesome and different, like this is one that fans are gonna be should be buying off the shelves. Like this is,
yeah,
and I think once again, kit collectors I think should be definitely on top of trying to get one of these kits because I think it's a really cool kit. Um, maybe hop on the Victor Roque bandwagon before it gets hot.
yeah, sir.
So yeah, I think a very, very solid kit. So I agree with it 100%. My number two pick, and this kind of goes back to like, as becoming a soccer podcaster now, you start looking at teams in a different way. And honestly, it probably should be number one, but obviously I'm biased and I'm never put this team number one. But bro, Barcelona's away kit is unfairly unfairly hard. Like this is just like this is when they say tough, but the young people say tough. This is tough. Like
Yeah, bro.
no one can hate a black kid, and then you can't mess up a black and red color scheme. You just can't. You do, and then you do the thing I liked about the purple kit that y'all dropped a few years ago, which is that cool badge look where it's like as you move it, it changes color. Like
Yeah.
it's a knockout. I can't wait to see the incorporations that Spotify does with like different artists with that kid with the red. It's just gonna pop. Yeah, whether it's whoever artist is not involved with P Diddy, this is gonna be a great kid.
Yeah, bro. And I'll spoil my number one. This is my number one, hands down. Like when I saw it come out, I was like, I don't think there's gonna be a kit in La Liga this season that I will prioritize more than this one. If I was gonna be nitpicky though, and be fair here, like you said, right? We talk about these things a lot. Nike, what the fuck are we doing with the collar, bro? Like it's either a collar or it's not. And
It's like this weird, like you could turn it into a turtleneck.
yeah, I don't know. They did the same thing with the international kits too, like Brazil's kits like that. I'm just like, brother, I don't know. It's like it's just weird. It's just
It makes
weird.
me think of like like not the 90s, like the early 2000s where you had like the reversible, the
Yeah,
reversible.
yeah. So you don't know what to do with the color, but it can go both ways. Like I don't know, bro. To me, the home kit doesn't have it, but the away kit does. It's just kind of weird. But put that aside, and that's a very small thing for me. Put that aside. This kit is beautiful. Like I remember, was it a 21 season that we had our last black kit, with the gold lettering and the numbers? I
Oh
want to say
yeah,
that was the year. That
yeah.
that was a fantastic kit as well, and I've been waiting for a black one since then. This one, it could possibly be even better just because of the black and red. Like I love that color combo. You throw in the blue on the side, the changing of the red to the blue on both the Nike and the Barca badge. It's yeah, bro. I'm getting this one. I haven't gotten it yet, but I am definitely getting this one.
Yeah, like your boy Bronco is gonna put this on the too hard category.
Facts, big
So
facts.
I
What's
haven't
your
watched. I
one?
need I need to watch his videos. I need to get back on it. But all right, my number one. Obviously, everyone should be expecting this. It's not shocking who my number one pick is. Everyone knows the club that I support
Fair.
day in day out. This is my club, and it Adidas. I'm just you you keep making me broke. Like you guys keep like I'm never gonna be able to buy a house because of you. Like I mean, besides this economy, but I'm not, like it's just never gonna happen for me because this Real Madrid third kid. As soon as I saw this, and as soon as I saw the three leaves, like you're like I was telling my sister like if she notices when because my sister's a Gen X. I was like, did you notice when commercials were just kind of giving you references from like your time period? And she's like, yeah, that's not new. She's like, no. And so I'm like, so just everything all I see like on TV is just like advertisement wise is just gonna be pointed at me. And she's like, yep.
Yep.
I was like, I hate this. Like I hate I was like, worse enough that I already have bands that I listen to having a greatest hits album. But now I have to the realization that I'm gonna start seeing Kid and Play in freaking Geico commercials. Like
Yep.
I'm just, this is my life now. And so and that's what Real Madrid did. They hit me with that with the three leaves. I'm a sucker for collars. If you hate collars on a soccer kit, then fuck you. Um, and also gray. I don't know what it is, gray and white. It's just I thought it's a great color. I love the fact that they whited out the Real Madrid badge too. It to me this is just like the best kit. This is the kit I'm gonna be trying to buy this year.
Yeah, fair enough, bro. I mean, look, it's a good kit. I have nothing against it, obviously, just like you. I'm never gonna put like, Madrid top any of my list, but I think this kit though, it doesn't feel like it's a recycled template. You know what I mean? Because not that the orange one does, but you guys have had the orange kit before. This one felt like it was a little more special for Madridistas everywhere. So I think all in all, like, yeah, it's being a Madrid fan and being Los Blancos, right? You get the same, it literally, I mean, only the most subtle details change with the home kit because it is just all white. The away is usually like some kind of retread. They went a more unique route for this one, and I like it.
Yeah, I know you can't love it, and
I
again, I
can't
totally
love
get
it,
it.
but I
Again,
do like it. I do like it.
yeah, man, it's a once again, just take all my money. That's basically what it is, man. But all right, that's three up, three down. La Liga. Obviously, next week is the Premier League, so we'll see how that goes down. May definitely be trying to bring in somebody to come talk about it. Might be Kelsey Coin. I'm no spoils. It might be Kelsey. Obviously got to bring in the super sub at all times possible. But Jose, man, thank you for coming on. Thank you for being part of three up, three down. Obviously, it's one of those show's favorite segments to do, especially when it involves kits.
Hell
So
yeah.
always
Anytime
great
you need
to
me for kits, to talk kits in any way, shape, or form, bro, I am down. I might have a few hot takes, but I'm always down.
great to know, man. All right, Jose Tez, everybody, make sure you guys check him out. GolzTV, man, Golz.tv. Lots of stuff. You're gonna see my pretty mug there every once in a while. Orlando fans, be happy that I'm supporting you. So
Yes,
that's
sir.
that's all you got to take from that one. But obviously, Jose, always great to have you on.
I appreciate it, Hector.